It looks like Jennifer Lopez was in deeper with Diddy than we previously thought, which is saying a lot because there have been nasty reports of her being deeply involved with Diddy when they were together. Y'all know how a new lawsuit filed by a Texas-based attorney named Tony Busby, where a victim claimed that Diddy allegedly sagged her when she was only 13 years old. Well, new pictures from the day of the alleged incident show that J-Lo was with Diddy, and fans are now speculating that J-Lo might be one of the celebs who were alleged to have witnessed. Did he hurt the victim? So what exactly is J-Lo being accused of, and did she really encourage Diddy to hurt people? Let's talk about this. As shocking as this might seem, it's not the first time that J-Lo has been accused of allegedly doing bad things to young people. This isn't shocking because if you hang around with someone like Diddy long enough, you start to pick up on some bad behavior. If there's anyone who had a complicated history with Diddy, it's gotta be two were romantically involved in the late 90s, sparking endless rumors that she was Diddy's closest confidant and knew way more than she ever let slip. She was like his bonding to his Clyde, if catch my drift. But heful death of their relationship that's always been wrapped in mystery. Sure, Will knew that they were dating, but there's always been buzz that the story went deeper, that she was holding on to secrets, especially after that infamous 1999 club. So picture this scene. Diddy and J-Lo are out at a Times Square, hyped to celebrate the upcoming release of Shine's album. Shine was Diddy's 21-year-old up-and-comer just breaking into the industry, and J-Lo is still relatively fresh on the scene, too, as they were leaving the club. Diddy, who was carrying a champagne bottle, accidentally bumped into a guy named Matthew Allen, also known as Carol, on the street. Scar wasn't having it, pushed Diddy, setting off reaction. One of Scar's crew then tosses a wad of cash at Diddy's face like his party confetti. Diddy pulls out a rang out and chaos erupts. By the end, 3 people were injured, including Natania Ruin, who was allegedly shot in the face by Diddy himself. Meanwhile, Diddy and J-Lo didn't stick around to see the fallout. The moment shots went off, they made a swift exit to Lincoln Navigator. That just so to have a stashed in the trunk, and here's the wild part, they didn't even get busted for the initially. Nope. They got stopped because they blew right through our light, and their rush to escape sloppy right down at the station. Both Diddy and J-Lo had to POS for mugshots, and J-Lo was reportedly a wreck, crying uncontrollably. At one point, she was even handcuffed to a pole. And her mom showed up furious, shouting at her in Spanish, basically saying, "I told you to stay away from him, child." Even J-Lo's mom saw the red flags and knew Diddy was trouble, a bad influence who could drag her down with him. And honestly, she wasn't wrong about that. And to get this, J-Lo allowed Diddy and his lawyers to use her name to get him out of his charges from the incident, according to reports. One of his lawyers said, "I don't know if you know this, Judge, but this person, Jennifer Lopez, is a very famous actress. To think Mr. Colmes is walking around with her with a loaded gun is so ridiculous that it stretches the imagination." Somehow that defense actually worked. And did he end up getting off scot-free? But here's the twist. J-Lo's involvement in that shooting ran way deeper than just letting him use her name to dodge the charges, according to Lil R's lawsuit. Diddy allegedly told him that J-Lo was the one who had actually brought him into the club in the first place. And if that wasn't enough, Diddy supposedly claimed that J-Lo handed him the bull during the showdown with Scar, and even encouraged him to start Girl Say What Now. Lil Rod lawsuit said he shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the after he got into an altercation with another individual. Well, the next thing we knew, a blind item started making its way around, claiming that there is supposedly video evidence of J-Lo allegedly doing bad things with young people. The blind item said 50 Cent is reportedly given wires to the Hollywood friends that the FBI has knocked tapes of Jennifer Lopez having intercourse with underage girls and boys at the PD freak-off parties, and Lopez was caught in several knot tapes that were seized by the FBI in the PD house raid. That's the reason Ben Affleck and Lopez are getting divorced, as the FBI informed Affleck of the videos and future indictments coming. There were reports that a lot of people were planning to snitch on Diddy, and allegedly J-Lo was one of them.
Individuals could be conspirators with Diddy. My understanding is that there was a lot of individuals that were involved. And I think by looking at the indictment and seeing that only Sean Combs is the only defendant currently, who knows if that increases and it gets superseded with a different indictment. But currently there's only one defendant.
Well, it looks like she might have a reason to snitch on him, because there are fresh speculations that she might know something about the 13-year-old he is accused of hurting, according to Variety. Jane Doe was 13 years old on September 7, 2000, when she tried to attend the MTV Video Music Awards. She could not get into the awards show without a ticket, and therefore approached several limousine drivers after the event to see if she could attend an after-party. One of the drivers allegedly worked for Combs and drove the limousine to a party where she signed a non-disclosure agreement and accepted a drink. They went on to say that after just one drink, the plaintiff alleged that she began to feel woozy and lightheaded and made her way to an empty bedroom to lie down soon after Combs allegedly entered the room with a male and female celebrity. She then alleges that she was by the male celebrity as the female celebrity watched, before allegedly being by Colmes as both celebrities watched. The suit goes on to allege that after the assault, the plaintiff, who now lives in Alabama, fell into a deep depression, which continues to
affect every facet of her life. To nobody's surprise, these lawyers denied these allegations, claiming that that never happened. They released a statement that said Mr. Colmes and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process in court. The truth will prevail that Mr. Colmes has never, as an adult or minor, been a man or woman. It looks like they're also trying to hush up more victims and push for the court filings to be sealed, all under the guise of protecting Diddy's right to a fair trial. They're claiming that keeping things private will supposedly prevent any bias against him, but fans believe that it's giving cover-up energy, according to reports. His attorneys also filed a motion on Sunday with the judge of the United States versus Colmes, requesting to prohibit further extrajudicial statements from prospective witnesses and their lawyers that substantially interfere with Mr. Colmes' right to a fair trial. In newly resurfaced photos, we can see Diddy and J-Lo getting into a messy fight on the night that the alleged incident happened, according to reports. J-Lo and Diddy arrived at the venue with her sister Linda, manager Benny Medina, record executive Damon Dash, as well as several girls and various members of their entourage who made their way to the club's VIP area instead. Diddy could be seen pouring glasses of pricey champagne and dancing with guests. The artists appear eager to celebrate after J-Lo, who was 31 at the time, secured the award for Best Dance Video for her hit song Waiting for Tonight, according to the witnesses. The report said that, but for reasons that are unclear, tensions escalated, leading to a dramatic confrontation in the middle of the festivities. Lopez, who is standing on an elevated platform, above the rest of the crowd, she can be seen scowling at her then-boyfriend, who is below her, pouring champagne for other party guests. The two eventually got into an angry exchange with J-Lo's sister, seen standing nearby and attempting to lighten the mood by dancing, while observers watched in disbelief as the couple's argument unfolded after a couple of hours filled with arguments. Diddy decided that it was time to leave the party. He took LZ in their entourage, including the girls, and they exited together. The source said it was unknown what the argument was about. Well, given that Diddy ended up allegedly killing a woman sometime that night while a female celebrity watched and did nothing, fans are now wondering if J-Lo could be that woman. And given everything that she has been through with Diddy, well, I'm going to leave y'all to draw your own conclusion. Fans commented. J-Lo dated Diddy as she knew Porter was still in a relationship with him. She sold herself to Diddy for fame. And now she played a victim of Diddy's shame on J-Lo. Another person said, of course J-Lo was involved. She was with Diddy to get her career going, and it worked now. She is such a narcissist. She knew what Diddy was like. People who want to become big stars will do anything to become one. Her ticket was Diddy. Now she's paying the price for dealing with evil. She shouldn't care. She got what she wanted. Fame and fortune ember. Hey y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Then check out this next video and subscribe to this channel, please.